right, everybody, let's see what's going on this week. This is a message for whoever needs to hear this. Throwing it out to the universe. What message needs to come through right now? Those of you who watch my Instagram account, I do Sunday morning live, so just FYI. If you haven't been over there, we do a little reading, a little live reading for the week. Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern. Thereabouts. Not always exactly at 9. Just saying. Sunday. All right, let's see where we go this week. We have a lot of things to talk about. We have the eclipse season is starting April 30th. We have Pluto going retrograde. Last Friday, I put up a video about 3 things to watch out for in May. I'll put a little card here so you can access that video. And also the mid-month readings for each individual zodiac sign. I put that there. On Saturday, I will put up the individual zodiac readings for May. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay, babies. You will only see the way by making the way. Been talking about this for a little while. Allow your work to become your art. To be enlightened, lighten up. There's something here about feeling a little bit overwhelmed by your path. Am I doing the right thing? All right, I'm getting that. Am I doing the right thing? Am I in alignment? What I'm doing every day, is it in alignment with what I want to create? And I feel like some of you are really being really hard on yourselves and being, really having a tough time with this. And since we are talking about Taurus, we're talking about the eclipse energy. Taurus is ruled by Venus. And so the answer really to activate, eclipse energy is activation energy. And to really step into that, it's about what really brings you to life? What really brings your energy alive? What really makes you feel totally at one with things? What do you get lost in? What do you do that makes you feel like you are powerful and all of that? Basically, you're remembering your divinity by doing that. And that is something to think about this week. You might have abandoned your true path because it didn't seem practical or whatever. With Taurus energy in the eclipse, let's make it practical. Let's anchor it. Let's ground it. All right, let's ground it. 9 of Pentacles underneath. This has a lot to do with self-confidence. Some of you may not feel self-confident in stepping into what you're truly here to be and do because you might not have ever done it before professionally. You might not ever have. You don't have enough qualifications. I don't have enough certifications. All of that kind of stuff I feel like is being, I was saying the other day to this woman who was asking me for tips about her being on camera, okay? I used to teach corporate people how to be on camera, and she was asking me, and I was like, listen, authenticity is way more important than perfect sentence structure or saying, or removing your uhs and ums and and things like that. I mean, people want to align with your humanity and your divinity, and that's more important than so many other things when you're talking about your work. Being in alignment with what you truly value is what's being asked this week as we step into that Taurus energy. So be aligned with what you find valuable. Star in reverse. The King of Swords in reverse. My goodness. Page of Wands. Oh, look at this. Queen of Pentacles come out. She came out in the Instagram reading. Strength card. Queen of Wands. Love it. Woo! 3 of Swords. Reverse. The Knight of Wands and the 3 of Wands straight up. So for some of you, I'm getting being hurt by a previous love energy, someone who was not interested in commitment. I feel like you're leaving that behind. You could be dealing with an Aquarius the star energy in reverse and the king of swords in reverse. Some of you are leaving behind a relationship that there's no closure to it. All right. You might feel like you don't have closure. You don't have healing. You don't have clarity. Okay. So these are, when these cards are in reverse, I feel like there's a restriction on them or a resistance to closure. Some of you might be like, no way, I want a lot of closure. But when it comes right down to it, one of the things, I had a professor in college who was notorious for his harsh answers, let's just say, to people. When they had questions, it was like a punishment to ask a question in this class because he would kind of like lash out when people had questions, because inside I believe that he thinks reading stuff, reading a book is the way to all knowledge, right? But what I was getting from that class is interactivity and asking, actually asking questions and not being punished for that is something that makes you curious and brings you open later on. If you feel like you can't ask a question without getting kind of wonked on your head, the professor used to say, don't ask the question unless you really want to know the answer. And everyone was like, like we won't ask it. I also had that experience as a child of, being a dumb little kid. And everybody else is grown-ups in my family. So when you ask a dumb little kid question, everyone's like, right? But you're a dumb little kid. It's okay for you to ask questions. You're a dumb little kid. So that's the point of being a kid, is like to get the answer. Okay. So that can be any kind of experience like that. I mean, we do have Pluto going into retrograde this week, and that can be about wounds from childhood. So if there was ever this feeling of like, well, if you don't know, I'm certainly not going to tell you. If that was the game that was played in your house, then likely you kind of just, go, okay, well, I'm just going to try and learn everything for myself. I'm not going to ask for any help. I'm not going to ask for any clarification on things. But then you kind of make yourself a web of lack of clarity by doing that, because you are not really being nurtured. You're not really being sort of supported in your growth. And I do see here that some of you really did this for yourself. If that was a wound you had in childhood, this reading is for some of you. Your wound, like a Chiron placement, we haven't talked about Chiron in a while. Your Chiron placement in your birth chart shows the wounds from childhood. And this week when we have Pluto going retrograde, that can be kind of a big deal this week. So you might want to look into that. And I feel King of Swords is a very scary grown-up in reverse, okay? Someone who's a little harsh. Could be like Aquarius energy here. I see that. But what's needed is the more nurturing energy right now. The Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Strength card here, Aquarius, Leo energy, and Sag energy here with this Knight of Wands. I do feel like some of you were hurt in relationship, Three of Swords and the Knight of Wands, and there's still no closure to it. There's still no understanding of why, and so this might be blocking your clarity around things because there's still no answer to why. And I almost feel like what's being asked of you is you're looking to that person, that external source of information, to give you clarity. But I feel like this is saying to you, get your own clarity. All right, get your own clarity. You may feel like, well, I don't have all the answers, so how can I give myself clarity? That's where you rely and you call upon your guides. That's exactly what you do, is you call upon your guides, you do your meditation, whatever you do. I'm learning transcendental meditation. Finally, this weekend is my class is happening this weekend after many, since December, I wasn't able to get this done. So I feel now very nurtured by it. I feel much more grateful for it than I think I might have if it had just gone easily. I'm learning to, I'm seeing that learning this is very powerful for me. And it's also now I'm super grateful for it because it was such a hard thing for me to find and get to, so I have a lot of gratitude for it, more than I probably would have if it was super easy. And This may be a part of the message, or maybe just a message for some of you, that getting the answers has been difficult, but because it has been difficult, when you do get them, and you will get them from coming from inside you, you will get them. The heart chakra is about to do another opening. When you get them, you will cherish them more. It will be more satisfying to gain the answer internally than asking someone else, and still, because maybe there's a trust issue here, I still don't think you're telling me the whole thing. I still don't think. So instead of that, instead of going external to get your answer, go internal. Because this week I feel like is going to be very supportive of that. And it's also going to grow your self confidence massively. It's also going to say, well, hey, I value not just my own opinions, but I value my connection to spirit. I value the answers I get through meditation. Instead of going, okay, that's an answer, but I'm going to keep looking and keep looking and keep looking and keep looking. It's like that's about valuing an external source. So here on this channel, we are about activating the internal connection. We are about helping you recognize your own intuition. When you say, oh, Mary Jo, that really resonated with me, guess what? That's you. That's you. All right. So, oh my gosh, that's right. So you're not only maybe watching here today to get some clarity, what resonates with you of what I'm saying, not just what is Mary Jo saying, like, okay, I'll try to jam my size 8 foot into a size 6 shoe, but I'm seeing, oh, okay, there's things that she's saying that is making me sense the resonance of it. And that's you. That's your intuition. One of my jobs here on this planet is to help you activate and recognize your own intuition. And that's it. Oh, I really resonate with that. Really? That's you. So I'm going to continue on with this reading. Aquarius and Leo and Sag, I might have some special messages for you. If you want to continue on with me, there's a link below for whoever needs to hear this. We are moving this week, upcoming. We are moving into a new era, a new awakening, a new opening of empowerment, self-confidence. Right? Okay. All right. Link is below if you want to continue on with me. I'll see you over there.